Hello and welcome to the second SCADcast. I'm your host Zach, and this week I'm joined by Cindy
Hi.
and Anakin.
What's up?
His name's not actually Anakin, we just named him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I
Okay,
have
say
like a
your
thousand
full name
nicknames.
though.
My full. Okay, you want to know the real thing?
Yeah, say it.
Okay, it's Aniekanabasi Asanga.
I'm gonna call you
Anakin.
Anakin.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it. Like, so they already said abracadabra in the other one.
Vodka
I like Anne
Dabra.
Frank. Anne Frank is still my favorite one.
I think Anna Banana was my favorite.
Anne
Anna
Banana.
I thought that one was
Or
I was-
Annie
solid.
Banana.
That one made me laugh. I was like, whoa. No, like
Yeah.
for real. That's like I don't have one name. Like in everywhere I go, like so I go somewhere and then I have a nickname there, and then another place I have a nickname there. I have to like keep track of all of them. So if I go somewhere,
Yeah,
they're
that's
like,
not gonna stop,
what's
bro.
Yeah.
it's like I meet someone and how I remember where I met them is from what they call me. Like someone comes and is like, "Hey, Anakin," I'm like, "Oh, you are from Scad, right?"
That's great.
Okay, before we get started, I wanted to apologize for last week's terrible audio. I didn't know how to do this, so there's that part of it. And this week's subject, instead of it being centered around like finding SCAD and getting into SCAD and everything, we're just going to kind of talk about this summer. You know, we're all accepted, we all have things that we have to do to get ready, and we've all met some cool people. Like, all of us didn't know each other before this summer.
Like me.
Exactly.
Unlike you. No kidding.
I'm gonna cry.
No, I'm sorry. No.
Uh, okay. So, how did everybody find each other?
Oh,
Oh my god. So I was I went to Rising Star, and so I knew I was kind of accepted. Because if you get a 3.0 or higher at Rising Star, you're accepted pretty much. And I got accepted, so I was like one of the first people accepted to SCAD. And so I started the group chat, like the Facebook Messenger group chat that was like, had like a bunch, like hundreds of people in it. And then people just started like hounding me. They're like, "Who are you? What's your name? What's your favorite thing in life?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
He just receded back with the D&D chat.
Oh yeah. And it just keeps backlashing me. Like I still get shit for being the creator of all the chats now.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to the audience what Rising Star is for people who don't know?
Rising Star is like a 5-week program where you go if you're a junior or a rising senior, I guess. You go during your summer of junior year, and you spend 5 weeks at SCAD, and you live in Oglethorpe. Woo, the worst dorms ever.
It's so true.
oh wow.
They
Yo,
flood us all the
literally,
time.
how I met
People live
everyone
in
I
these
know.
fake classes.
Yeah.
How I met everyone I know. So after I got accepted to Scad, I was like, I'll just wait for the orientation and all that. And my advisor, or my whatever they call that, I really forgot. Her name is Megan Kiefer, and then she was like, "Hey, do you want to join this cool Facebook group on Scad?" Like, and this cool Scad. Wait, what did I just say? This cool Scad group on Facebook. And then she was like, "Yeah, I should join that." And I was like, "All right, sure, I'll join it." And I came in, and first person I met was I think Harrison. Yeah, he
Which
talks
one?
a lot.
There's
Oh, wait,
multiple
Harrison
Harrisons.
Harrison Fernie.
Oh, yeah, I think I like talked to him
Oh, I
once or
always butcher his last
twice.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Uh-huh.
Dan, and I met Dan, and then I started joining all these.
Dan the man.
So I just know everyone on Facebook. I haven't even visited Skype before.
You haven't visited SCAD?
Nope.
Oh, you in for a surprise! It's so cool.
How is it?
It's
I hear
It's
awesome.
surprise.
amazing. If you like being warm all of the time, it is fantastic.
Oh, trust me, that is me because
If you want to just
I'm from
swim
Africa,
everywhere.
man. Wait, did you say swim?
Yeah, basically, because it's so humid there. It's basically
I'm
like
like
swimming
Swimming
everywhere
your own
you go.
sweat. It's great. It's the
Trust me,
newest
man.
fad.
It can't be as humid
Sweat
as
bath,
Nigeria.
wash, whatever.
Yeah, but seriously though, it's awesome. Especially like all the people there. It's even cooler.
All the people I've met are so nice.
Yeah.
Like, so much nicer than everyone here, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly thought, oh, I'm a little nervous about college. I don't know if I'll fit in. And then I met everybody, and I was like, yes,
Hmm.
this is it.
Right?
Yeah, because the first time I actually met somebody going to SCAD in the same year as me was this reception thing that they had. They sent out an
Oh, I
email.
had that too.
Yeah, they sent out like an email and they were like, "Hey, do you want to come over here and meet all the other people who got accepted to SCAD?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah, that was my OG group chat right there. We
Aww.
talked for like so long, and then like a few people ended up not being able to go, and it kind of got harder to talk about
Oh,
SCAD with everybody there. You know,
oh,
it's rough, but you know what? It was a lot of fun, and I'm still excited to see all of them whenever we go.
I know the reception I went to, like I met everyone there, and we were all like, cool, I knew you, and we never talked again.
no, like I know,
Like, because there was like
for
5 people
sure,
who
like-
went.
like for sure. I know, like all the people that like you know someone on like on Facebook or something, and you meet them face to face, and you're like,
Mhm.
should I actually go talk to this person or not? And you just walk away. For me, I'm actually gonna run it. Hey, I know you. Remember me?
Hey, I know you. That's me.
Hey, I know you. Remember me? No, like,
Yeah.
You're
we're
forced
talking
to
about
be
this
my
from our
friend.
group.
Yeah, SCAD's
I'm
a
like,
bit
from
of
now
a-
on, you are my friend. You have nothing to say.
We're Facebook
You have
friends.
the
We
right.
must be friends in person.
Yes, you have the right
So
to remain
true.
silent.
Yeah, actually, we are. There's the we are group me friends. You must know my boyfriend in person and be friends with him. Because whenever I was at Summer Swarm, Cindy was like, "Oh my gosh, you're in my boyfriend's group," and I was like, "Who's
Yeah.
that?" That's
Who
how I
dat?
met Jay.
Like, you'll know after a couple minutes. You'll know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he was just like wearing the Rooster Teeth bag, and I'm like, that's how I'll talk to him. I won't say, "Hey, your girlfriend told me to talk to you."
Go talk to him. Make him feel welcome. Ensuring that your boyfriend has friends from like 15,000
That
miles
is
away.
literally the worst way to start a conversation.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
your girlfriend told me to talk to you. Okay. How are you? I'm good. How was my
I don't know
girlfriend?
you. You don't know me, but
You know my girlfriend. Okay.
crazy lady Cindy told me to talk to you.
yeah. It's like I think she has my family. I mean, I gotta look out for them.
Just make it look like we're actually having the conversation, okay?
Yeah, it's like I think she has cameras. There's people everywhere. Yeah.
Can't trust
And
this bitch.
then you get a call. You're like, I have your family.
Yes! That's hilarious.
Don't worry, Cindy's only
Coming
crazy
for the
because she's only crazy because she's in Honey Chat. That's all.
Oh yeah!
Whoa.
Wait, the honey people are crazy?
Oh yeah, we're awesome.
Oh yeah, honey.
We are
Oh,
awesome.
damn. Add me in there, man.
Are you going to Honey?
Are you
at
in
the Hive?
honey? You're in
No.
Everest, man!
I don't know. There's
We're
nobody
shooting-
in Everest, man.
We're
Ghosts,
shooting
like, for real.
We're shooting water balloons at Everest. That's what we're doing.
We are! We're gonna... Everest decided that they were gonna have a pool party, and we decided that we were gonna invade their pool party. And
Yeah.
or was it
Okay,
Everest
okay.
or Garden?
Okay,
so-
okay.
Some crazy
I'm
guy
down.
suggested.
Okay, in Everest.
So it's the battle of the hives. So, be there or be square.
What the heck? Some Game of
Honey's
Thrones
gonna
shit. I love the
whoop your
Hive, man.
ass.
I need to edit that in. I need to put
Nah.
like big text saying "be there" or "be square." I just need to put that in. Some
I wish
subtitles.
that was like a
That'd
B
be like
pun.
BE.
I need a B pun up my alley right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna overlay those
Yo.
images over, so if anybody's
literally
actually
know.
watching it,
I don't know Everest person. Like, I don't know anyone.
so is there not an Everest
I know
group
a
chat?
couple people.
Actually, we should talk about this. Okay,
I-
so, in the middle of the summer, I think it was like mid-July, right? No,
Mhm.
it was early July, I think. Am I
Oh,
wrong?
I
I don't
know.
know.
What
See,
you're
I joined all this late.
you gotta say what you're talking about first.
Well,
Like, yeah, sure, July. I don't know.
I don't know. I know it was like right
No,
before
it
my
was May,
vacation.
man. It was May.
No, we didn't get our housing assignments in May. No,
Oh,
that's
for
what
that
I'm talking about.
Res
Yeah,
Life? That
Yeah.
was like mid-July, I think.
yeah. So for this year, we got our housing assignments mid-July, and everybody went to Facebook and started posting them, and then started making group chats. So anybody who's going to SCAD next year or the year after that, join the Facebook group, and then find the people
Mhm.
so you can join group chats. We all use,
Very helpful.
yeah, GroupMe is probably one of the best apps that I've seen so far, but Facebook group's good too.
Mhm.
Actually,
Yo, WhatsApp, like WhatsApp.
WhatsApp?
I used to use WhatsApp.
I don't know.
Is that
What's
Yeah,
up?
good?
and the groups. Oh, no, it actually, I think that was the pun in it. Like, they're like, WhatsApp, and it's actually an app, and it's like, WhatsApp, and it's like, what's up?
Damn it, they made it before me.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this Indian friend, and like, they had it, and they told me to join it, and it's cool. It's like, the group chats, they're awesome.
Yeah, I love it so much.
Oh,
Especially,
you know it?
what?
You know it?
I was talking about the group chats in general.
Oh, okay.
'Cause especially, we have a Dungeons and Dragons chat that Cindy and I are in,
Yes.
and
Oh, yeah.
and we have the Facebook Messenger games like down.
Oh, like
Whoa.
what's the one called? Like Everwing.
Ever-
And like the basketball, and like, oh my god, so competitive.
It's so great.
Zach is like ruling the world in that game. Oh my god. I'm like, oh my god, look at me, I got a new high score. And then Zach's like, boom, bitch.
It's because I have a dragon that can like
It's
give
like,
me.
oh.
I have a dragon that can give me double gems, and a dragon that increases my chest spawn rate by 25%. Plus a fairy that magnetizes the items. I've
We'll
got
be
the
fighting a
never-
boss, I'm like, whoa, I got it down to like 30% HP or whatever. And then you'll be like, sweep them in like 1 second. And I'm like, thanks, Zach. Thanks for ruining that for me.
Yeah. Anytime I see somebody with a higher score, I'm like, that can't be.
Have
that
to
can't
beat
be
it.
happening. I can't allow this.
Someone
But-
in my domain, fuck you, bitch.
It's such a great game. I love it so much.
It's addicting.
It
So
really
addicting.
is. Yeah, I haven't gotten to be in many of the boss fights lately because I've been really busy this past week. But
Wait, what major are you, Zach?
oh, that's a good thing we should go with. I'm game design over here.
Yes,
Like
me
to-
too.
Man.
You too? Sweet.
Wait, are you game design too, Annie?
Nope. Industrial design.
Oh,
Nice.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
I was
but
good at that, but I'm not.
It's good that you
So-
will be building things that can actually
yeah.
exist in
Oh
the
my
real
god,
world.
I love.
You can build us a D&D table! Yo, no, I'm kidding.
Don't they have like a woodworking place too at SCAD? We could just
They
build
do?
our own table, yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious. I love building things. I'm like an upgraded carpenter.
Yeah.
I know Jay asked if there was a blacksmith, but I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either. My little brother's getting into blacksmithing. Like,
I just love that they're 3D
So cool.
printers.
oh
3D
gosh,
printing!
3D
Woo! That
printers.
stuff is so awesome.
Yes.
Oh, it's so great.
There's like a whole lab for it, I think.
For real?
My lab, maybe that's wrong. I don't know, I
Yeah,
have to
no,
look it
no,
up.
I
But
think
there's
you're
like
right.
a lab for
That's what
Yeah,
that's
3D
what
printing.
my OA was saying during Summer Swarm. She was like, "Oh yeah, we got like a whole 3D printer lab and everything." Everything.
Oh, so cool. I'm gonna be sitting in there. I'll sleep in there. It's cool. Bring my sleeping bag during finals.
It's like, oh, I need food. 3D printer.
I'm a 3D
Attacking
print
the
some
vending
bananas.
machine.
It's like,
3D
sir,
print
you
some
know this.
tacos.
It's like, sir, you know this is plastic, right? 3D printer.
No? What?
It's like, I'm not eating plastic. You're eating plastic. What?
Shut up. No, you are.
Uh, yeah. So, Cindy, you said you're doing game design too.
Hell yeah.
Have you heard about Monty Hall?
Yes, Monty Hall. So I took computer arts when I was at Rising Star,
Oh yeah. So
and
you were.
we lived at Monty, and it's the most magical place in the entire world.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
have like
God.
that little soup shop like right across the street from the entrance. Yeah, I went there during Scad Day.
Mhm.
I don't know if we described it well enough in the last podcast, but a SCAD day is basically you go to like a main center area, you get your pass, and then like you approach a
Mhm.
student and they say, here you can go to these places at these times if you want tours. So I hopped on the bus and went over to Monty Hall and
Oh,
got
that
to
was the
tour
first
that
one I
area.
did too. I went to SCAD Day too.
Yeah, Scad Day is just awesome. If you
It's
ever,
so well organized. It's so
yeah,
impressive. It was amazing.
yeah, if you
When I
ever,
went to when I went to Monty, they had like I went so early that I was the only person there on the tour, and so like the game design professor, his name was Charles, I think. What a guy! He just
Yeah.
like didn't know what he was like. He honestly didn't have a plan about what kind of tour he was taking, so he just like ran around the building. We're like, wait a minute, wait.
oh my gosh,
This
that
is
sounds
the
like
thing
such
that
a,
happened. This is the critique, and I was like, oh my god, slow down.
it sounds like such a cool experience. Yeah,
It was
honestly,
great.
like,
He was so small too, so it was like I don't know. He ran very fast for a small man.
yeah. If you ever want to visit SCAD, like if you ever want to visit SCAD, look for a SCAD day. They have them like once a
That
month,
is
right?
so good.
I
Wait,
think
what's the Scad Day actually?
it's basically instead of having like a daily tour where they take you around the whole campus, you can like pick out you can go there and pick out what kind of tour you want. It's like a choose your own adventure is my best way of describing it.
It's like if you're a game design
Oh.
major, you can go to Monty, which is a game design building, or if you're an illustrator major, you can go to the illustrator building or whatever. It's like what you want to look at, you can go look at it. And there's like SCAD people there just to like tell you all about it.
Yeah,
Very
and you
cool.
can check out the
A+.
dorms, you can check out the rec center. Have you been to the rec center for the students at the student
Is
center?
it the student center? You think you? Same
It's
thing?
Nope.
yeah, it's so great.
Yeah,
We did,
the
we
one
did,
with like the big balconies in it.
yeah. Plus they have
Yeah.
oh, what's that game? The one where you roll the balls up the little platform and sink it in the hole. Skee ball.
Pinball?
No, skee ball.
Pinball?
They have two machines there and you can just use them however long you want. They don't like require money
Oh.
or anything.
I'm a skee-ball queen. You're on, Zach. Oh my god.
You are on. I'm not gonna
No, you're
relinquish
going down. You understand?
I'm not going to relinquish my title in ever wing or in skee ball.
In any game, Zach must be the winner. I'm gonna find a game that I'm gonna beat you in, and it's gonna be like the most glorious day of my life.
It's probably going to be like every single game. I'm just like uniquely good at Everwing, and that's about it.
Yo, I suck at
My special
games, so
power.
I'm not even trying.
Yeah, I'm playing. Before we got on, I was playing Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. It's an RTS game, and I set the AI to easy and fortifying. So that means like they're easy and they stay at their base. I still keep losing all my troops to them when they attack, and I don't know why.
Yo, like the
I'm the
only
kind of
game
person
I'm
that's
good
like-
at. The only game I'm good at is FIFA. Anything football, I'm good. Like soccer, I'm good at it.
I'm terrible
Apart
at
from
sports
that-
Yeah, you're
games.
gonna beat us in that. I am not good at that. You're gonna whip my ass. in that.
I am terrible at sports games unless they're on the Wii. Like, I play
Oh,
Madden on
the
the Wii.
Wii! Oh my god. Also,
Yo, when
Just
was the
Dance.
last time I used the Wii, man?
Ooh.
Since I got a PS3 and I got a PS4, like I haven't even touched anything Nintendo ever. But,
Yeah.
No
I mean-
DS games or anything?
I mean, I know Jack's gonna have the Switch, so I'm gonna raid
Yes.
his dorm every once in a while and just take his Switch from him.
I will be raiding that door.
Yeah. Well, we also, Cindy, you and I also have to go over there and actually, Anakin, you're part of it now. We're gonna force them to
Okay.
watch Game of Thrones over there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes!
None of them have seen
They're
it.
gonna be like, get out, we don't like
No,
Game of Thrones. Be like, too bad, we're watching it.
Yo,
Okay.
wait, no one there has seen Game of Thrones?
No, they haven't.
I know Jay hasn't. I gotta
Yeah,
watch the whole thing with
We're
Jay.
gonna lock them in the room and play it every single
Oh,
season.
I will absolutely lock
Yeah.
Jay in the room and be like, watch this show or you're not getting to
It's like,
Like,
You
is that...
strap it to a
I
chair,
have your
take it
family.
out,
No, I'm
let's go.
kidding.
in my family, she means coffee. It's like, you don't
Yes.
get any coffee.
I have your coffee.
Oh my god, that's a sin. Don't steal people's coffee. If you steal my coffee, I will fight you. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my inspiration for my avatar in the last podcast. It was just coffee drinking itself through a straw.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
I was
No,
like, I
like-
don't know how to draw people. What if I just draw coffee drinking itself? Problem solved.
Clearly, that's the next step. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the next step in human evolution.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even the next step. That's me right now.
Yo, like I already have like so much energy. If I drink coffee, I'm
You
like
met me.
I'm a boulder. Oh, I don't. I'm. Don't worry. You're on another level.
I don't even need coffee. Like, just me existing is enough caffeine for one lifetime.
Yeah, I'm just like, I actually discovered coffee like a year and a half ago, and I was like, this is amazing. I'm never going to let go. And then somebody tried to get me to let go. They're not around anymore.
Oh.
I have their family.
I Liam Neeson. I Liam
family.
Neeson this. I called them and I'm like, I know who you are, and I have a very particular set of skills.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I not if there was a machine at. And I was like, yes, there probably is. And there's lots of coffee shops. It's gonna be great.
Oh my gosh, there's so many coffee shops in Savannah. I can't wait to
I'm
try them
so
all.
excited.
It's gonna be so great. Yeah, like there's literally
Well, yeah.
like I didn't know too many of them, so I googled the nearest Starbucks when I went to Summer Swarm, and there's like
Ooh.
3 coffee shops on the way to the building. And I was like, wow.
Oh yeah.
This is awesome.
I like Coffee Fox. That one's good.
Yeah,
I gotta stick to the water bottle from there.
Let me Google coffee shops in Savannah, because it's just gonna be one big red dot over the city.
Hey Google, where can I find a
know.
coffee shop? You're standing in one.
It's like, whoa, how did
There's
this
one
happen?
negative 3.5.
How did this happen?
It's like, I don't know.
You're always in a coffee shop when you're in Savannah. You can't leave.
Okay, let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
5,
7,
6,
8,
7,
9,
8
10,
coffee shops
11,
in my
12,
bank account.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 coffee shops.
Yes! I'm always gonna be caffeinated. I'm so excited.
Yo, who listens
We
to
meet at Monty at like
21
1 in the
Savage?
morning and like, be like, I got coffee now.
Everybody's just dead on the floor, so you just inject them with the IV. It's like, don't worry, I
Yeah.
have your coffee. Here it is.
Don't worry, I got you, fam.
Yeah, don't worry. Just
great.
injecting people with the IV. It's like, what are you doing, ma'am? It's like, I'm giving
My
them this,
life source, TBH.
I'm giving them a reason to live. Okay,
Great.
I wanted to somehow incorporate this into the podcast in an organic way, but it's just not going to happen. Thank you to
That was okay. Good.
thank you to Wild Wasteland, who left a comment on the last video that says, that Dan sounds like a hottie. I'm going to embarrass the crap out of him.
Oh, I wish he was here. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get him, because I'm like, I can bring this up, and I can embarrass him.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic. Is it Jay? Is Jay Wild West or whatever the guy's name is?
I don't know. I really don't know. Oh wait, I need to like that comment. Yeah. But
It's amazing.
yeah, I saw that and I was like, this is so cool. I'm actually shocked that we got 6 comments or 133
Oh my
votes.
God.
I was like,
That's awesome.
it is. I was just like, I don't even know that many people, and I don't know why people would watch it considering the audio. Oh gosh.
Considering the audio.
Yeah. Like when I was editing, I was like, I only have 2 hours to do this. It's an hour-long podcast that I have to listen through twice.
Welcome to like Scad life. I've got 2 hours to do this.
It's like I'm gonna have my
Yo,
first piece.
is that thing really true? Like, they say the workload is like so much you won't even be able to sleep at all.
Dude, like that's what this podcast is for, so people can tell their war stories. Whenever
Oh
they
my
get to
god.
school.
That's like my high school is like that, but for science and math, and I'm more of an art person, so I am so excited for Scad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I had this. Yeah, but that was actually kind of the idea behind this podcast. Is I wanted to like have people talk about that while they're at SCAD. Right now, we're just kind of giving people good information for before SCAD.
Yup.
True.
For example, please if you're in Everest, add me to the chat. I am good. I don't know if like I know nobody. I'm just gonna go into the hall talking to each other and I'm like, hey guys, I'm a song, and then they just pass me by.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So there was a guy at Rising Star who I don't think anyone knew him really, but he played the trumpet, and so he would go every day. He would go and play Happy Birthday at someone's dorm room. Like, he didn't know these people, and he would just play Happy Birthday on the trumpet and knock on your door, and it was not their birthday every day. And so, like, the last day of Rising Star, we would, like, open our door and be like, Robert! Because his name was Robert. We were like, Robert, no! Stop that! And then we heard, he was like, it's not me! And then from the other side of Oglethorpe, we heard a different trumpet. We were like, who's the second Robert?
That's
Oh
like
my
a
God,
detective. That's like a detective drama. It's just like, okay,
It's right!
let's figure out who this is.
That's what's gonna happen at Honey.
It's like,
Prepare yourself. I'll learn how to play trumpet.
it's like we know this is definitely Robert. All the clues lead to him, and then the twist happens.
Robert with the trumpet in the foyer.
Yeah, and then the twist happens. You break down the door and you're like, "We have a warrant for your arrest, Robert." And then the trumpet bandit strikes again.
And you're like, wait.
I think the only
Wasn't
song you had to
Robert.
play was Happy Birthday. It was just so funny.
Stop.
But can you imagine, like, every day how
Bro.
annoying that guy is? Someone played
I
the
was-
trumpet
I
and
was
Happy
struggling.
Birthday.
If somebody cared,
Trumpet is by far not the most, like, appealing instrument to most people. Like, on its own.
Trumpet, oh my
You
God.
listen to Trumpet for an hour.
I actually in middle school I played the trumpet and I
Oh
didn't-
no, I just offended Zach.
no. Let me finish the story. I actually didn't like playing it so much that I would purposefully accidentally leave it at home.
Oh my
And
God.
sometimes I wouldn't even leave it at home. I would like just drop it off in the band room because we had like a whole wall of instruments. I just stick it there and
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
I forgot it.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Oh my God.
My
You
brother
guys.
played the trumpet. He named it Mr. T.
Oh my God. I played the violin. I got so mad one time. I was like, wait, why do we even need this bow? Can't we just play it like a guitar? Like,
I just
Oh my
imagine
God.
Anakin in the Renaissance era, just like, watch this, guys.
no, like who thought of that, man? Like, someone was probably jealous. Like someone, like I think it was the guy who made the guitar. And then, like his brother was like, "Oh, you think you're cool, huh?" And then he got his, and then he just got a ball. And I was like, yeah, I'm better.
Look at that bitch and just went to town.
Oh my gosh.
I need to learn how to play the guitar. I know how to play the ukulele, which is infinitely easier than the guitar. So,
Yeah. My friend had a ukulele before she left me for college. Can't believe my friends would do that to me. But oh yeah, that to all the people who are listening who are prospective SCAD students, unless you're like in a different country, like Dan, where everybody starts around the same time as SCAD, be prepared for all of your friends to be gone for a solid 3 weeks before you go. Like just
that's me.
yeah. Like I visited them for a little bit last weekend. I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And they were like, "Oh, it's okay. We're in college." And I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just here for a weekend."
All my shit is packed and all my friends are gone. Like, that's me.
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
All my friends are dead.
Yeah.
Yo, like I packed all my stuff, and they were packed there for a long time. I was like, I need clothes, and I just took everything out again.
Yeah, I packed up and I moved to my mom's house because she's a bit closer to SCAD. And I forgot the words I was gonna say that were gonna come out of my mouth.
There's your train of thought.
Yeah, I basically just loaded my car and hung out here because I don't get to see her that often. I was like, oh, you know.
Are y'all bringing cars?
No,
Just good. I
no.
wish.
No.
It's
my baby.
I believe it's a limited option. Just for everybody who wants to know, I believe it's a very limited option for students at the Savannah campus. I believe you can have a car if you're at the Atlanta campus because it's a
Yeah,
much
if you're a
smaller
freshman, you can.
yeah, it's a much smaller population. SCAD is very limited as a freshman, and as an upperclassman, I think it gets easier and easier the higher you get. So,
I think freshmen have like limited parking spots.
yeah.
Yo, what's the deal with the bikes?
Oh, the bike sharing
Back there,
system.
bike?
Okay, so basically,
Yo, like, but the bikes look weird. You're like yellow.
Welcome to
Like
Scad.
I would not feel happy.
Yo, why your bikes
riding
look
that
weird?
Like literally, I was like, hey, this school they have free bikes or something. Then I was like, I was searching for the pictures and I was looking for the bikes and I was like, okay, those are probably like the paper bikes. And I was like, wait, those are the bikes. Like they're yellow. Why are they yellow?
They used to have bikes that look like that. Like Minneapolis has bikes that look like that. They're like a share program.
Yeah,
I'm probably just gonna buy my own bike there or something.
yeah. For everybody who doesn't know, Scad has a ride-sharing system with the bikes. So they have them scattered all throughout the campus at most of the main residence halls and education places. And you can just go through the app and be like, I want this bike, and it will unlock it, and you can ride it over to where you want to go, and then lock it back up. So
Wait, does it
it's pretty
cost
cool.
anything?
I don't know. I heard one person say like it costs a couple cents out of like your SCAD cash every time you do it, and another person said it was
That's so
free.
nice. Oh my god.
Actually, another person said it was free. So more on that later. We'll see.
Next up, can we get it for free?
Yeah, it's like, see,
The life of a college student.
especially a SCAD student, it's like, yeah, oh my gosh. That was actually one of the things I was like, holy crap, this is expensive. But luckily,
Right.
luckily they let you go in based off of grades and your portfolio. Like, your portfolio gives you scholarships too, which is awesome.
Right.
Oh yeah, true. I got
When we were at Rising Star, my friend would always jaywalk, and whenever she would jaywalk, and there would be cars coming at her, of course, because jaywalking is not smart in Savannah, and she would jaywalk, and cars would come at her and like almost hit her, and then she'd be like, "Hit me, pay for my college, God damn it!" It was great.
Yeah. One time we were watching a video in JRTC where they were showing like a plane refueling in midair, and they showed one of the accidents. I saw all the fuel leaking out the back, and I'm like, there goes my entire college tuition right there.
Oh my
It's
god.
just gone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Watch it waste away.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, that, like, those guys got to get an earful. It's like, do you know how much that fuel cost? And it's like, about a college
That guy was
kid's
fired.
tuition. Yeah.
Bro, but no, that's like a blessing from the skies, bro. What if you're just walking, you can't pay for college, and you're like holding a bucket or something, and then you just see like this trail or something. You're like, wait, what is that? And then it just falls in your bucket, and you're like, I struck oil. And then suddenly you have all the money for college, and you're like, hey.
Yeah.
Grab like 14 buckets and just go to town.
Yeah, just fill it up. See, what would be awesome is if I could find some way
Got
to...
big ass money.
See, it'd be nice if I could find some way to break into the fine art market. You know, the whole price fixing thing with that. I could just make millions doing that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh gosh, but yeah, Scad's a little bit pricier than most schools. That is true.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like looking at other schools, and it's definitely not the most like highly priced private schools that I've looked at.
Yeah,
which
because
is nice.
there's some
I've
that
looked
are,
at ones that are higher.
because I know Scad with like base tuition I think is 35,000, but there's a lot of schools that are base tuition like 60,000. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I know Columbia. I think Columbia is the most expensive. Either Columbia or Harvey Mudd is like 60, 70,000 bucks.
Yeah.
Do you know what's more expensive than the SCAD tuition?
No.
Having to change it from one currency to another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like it's expensive as hell, and like we have to change it from naira, that's the currency we use in Nigeria, to dollars, and it's like double that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yup. My dad was like, "You really want to go to the school, right?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." He was like, "Ah."
Hey, my parents had the same reaction. Ah. Yeah.
My brother
But-
goes to Stanford, so
We're
I got a little bit less of it. But
yeah. Well, we should all point out something though. Like, there's a reason we're all paying this much. It's because SCAD doesn't just like say, "Oh, we're going to teach you life skills." No, they say you don't graduate unless you have something on your portfolio you can show to employers, like something worthwhile to show them.
I love that.
And they say if you talk to your advisors, if you actually put in effort, then you can get a job. I think it's like
My
80.
favorite thing about SCAD is that it's really like geared towards like a lot of the art world, a lot of it, or at least my mom went to art school, and she said when she went to art school, a lot of it was geared towards like it was so bad to make money, and it was like against like the ethics or whatever of painting students or whatever. But now like SCAD is so like geared towards like having a career and like building like stability and financial stability for yourself, and like it's so good. I love that about SCAD.
Yeah, it's so
You have so
true.
many good resources.
I'm actually happy that like SCAD and Google are like really connected because I really want to work in.
Yeah, SCAD and Microsoft too. I mean, like,
Oh, I didn't know.
if there's like a
I didn't know that.
if there's like a convention or like an event for your career, like look it up, like, because I went to GDC, the Game
Yeah.
Developers Conference, and SCAD had a booth there. Like they had a booth where you could go and talk to them. So
I know SCAD, the gaming department goes to E3 every year, I think.
yeah, they do that too. Like, so
And they compete in
look
it.
up any
It's
of like the
insane.
big events in the industry, and see if SCAD's there. Because if you plan on going, you can go with SCAD and all, which is
Oh,
really cool.
so awesome.
Yeah, because they actually have people in the industry and they want to be as involved as possible. You know, expand your connections and everything.
I think that's what makes SCAD pretty successful.
Yeah, I must have bugged the people who were doing the booth though, because when I went to GDC, I went there like every single day and like just talked to them. And I must have bugged them
Hi, I'm
so
Zach. What's your
much.
name?
Yeah, it's like
At some point, they'll be like, "Oh, I know you. You're Zach."
yeah. I think at one
Like, Zach, everyone run!
it's like hurry, break down the booth. We need to get out of here.
They'll have like
Guess we couldn't take it down.
Zach scanning things and like, "Hey, Zach's coming. Everyone hide."
Yeah, they actually had one of the alumni. One of the alumni was just hanging out there, and I walked over, and he was like, "Oh, cool! So you're getting in? You're about to do this whole SCAD thing? Well, I'll tell you what, it's worth it." And he gave me his business card, and he
This
said,
whole SCAD thing.
"Yeah." He gave me his business card, and he said, "If you're ever in San Diego and you want to do the whole game thing, give me a call."
Damn!
Yeah,
Zach gets connections!
Damn,
yeah,
Awesome!
yeah.
that's lit.
So my cousin works for a winery in California, and he says that he's friends with the head of EA Games and the head of Rockstar Games
Oh my
are
god.
married, and they both are often
What?
they come to this winery that he's the head of, and so he's really good friends with these two people, and they say so they're married, these two, the Rockstar head and the EA Games head, and so they said that the way they spend time together is they have two giant TVs in their living room and two giant gaming chairs, and they sit and they play each other's games. And that's how they spend quality time together, and I think that's amazing.
That is goals right there.
Life goals.
That
Yeah,
is
I know.
totally goals.
Oh my god, I want to see the kids, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I've always wondered what it'd be like to grow up in like a gaming household, because that'd just be awesome.
Not my
Yo,
household.
I grew up in a sporty household
Yeah.
because like my dad is
grew up in
super
a
sporty.
math
My
household.
mom is exactly. Okay, no, she's not as bad as. Okay, no, I mean, okay, she's almost like you, like. Hold up. Yeah, so like, both of my parents are really sporty, like really sporty, and I'm more on the lazy side. So they're like they go out and they're playing games, and I'm just there sitting down. They're like, "Oh, come let's play games," and like normal kids are like, "Yes, that's awesome," but I'm like, can I just sleep?" So my two sisters are like super hyper because they took after my mom. My dad is more of the quiet person, and I'm more like my dad. And my two sisters are like going all around and playing games and everything, and like I'm there, and then they like come pull me off the chairs. No, stand up, let's go. And, like I'm like no, but it was
I feel like I'm both.
Yeah.
I can't
What?
sit still when I'm playing video games. I play like with my whole body. I have to like move the controller everywhere.
Yeah, when I play video games, I vision myself as the character, and I'm like, okay, let me see if I can
Too
just.
into it. Yep.
I'm like, I've had days where I just play Battlefield like the whole time. Like it's great. I love it so much.
Oh, the
I haven't
worst one
tried
for me is
VR
like
yet,
I'm
but-
watching football
Oh, you haven't tried
and like
VR?
Uh-uh.
yo,
I feel like I'm
I
gonna get
haven't-
way
I
too
haven't
into it if I do it.
Yeah.
Oculus and it's crazy, man.
Wait, you have an Oculus?
Yeah, bro, and it's the craziest thing ever.
You shall be spared in the war between Honey and Everest.
I wouldn't need to be spared. Y'all are gonna
prisoner
get
of war.
it. You all are gonna get it.
Yeah. Well, what?
Everyone.
Yeah. I mean, I got to play VR at GDC a few times, but I had to like wait in a line, and it was awesome.
Oh, poor you! You had to wait in a line.
Anakin, have you played Robo Recall yet?
Nah.
I
a
highly
game, isn't
recommend it. It's free, and it literally feels like you're the biggest badass in the world. Like, honestly, it was so great. And also,
Yo, the first time.
yeah.
Like. Keep going. Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, like the reason they had a line was because Facebook was doing like this giveaway, and if you got the high score, you got a Titan. I think you got a Titan X and an Oculus Rift. So you got
Damn.
yeah.
Whoa.
Did you get the highest score?
I did at the beginning of the day, but then somebody beat it.
Oh,
It was actually.
boy! You usually get the highest score and everything. What happened?
I was busy making connections in the industry.
No!
I was making connections in the industry. I couldn't be there the whole
You should
time.
just at the SCAD booth.
Yeah. So I was just at the SCAD booth. No, there's a few different like talks that I wanted to go to. I actually played Overwatch against some Twitch streamers too. That was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were like, "We need another person,"
you
and
lose?
I'm like, "Hey, I'm another person. You think? Just make sure I'm not a
Yeah,
replicant." But yeah, it was funny because earlier that morning I was like getting really into the character, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm a badass." And I was like, because the whole point of the game is you're recalling these robots that went rogue, and you can like grab onto them, tear them apart, and you reach down to your hips and grip the controllers to pull out your guns. It's so immersive because every time you run out of ammo, you just toss your guns to the side and you pull out a new gun. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Fun game.
yeah. And then I went back later that day because I got the high score in the morning, and
Oh, your hopes get crushed.
no. My hopes actually got higher because this one woman, she looked at me and she's like, "This is the legendary guy."
Oh my god.
That moment
Zach.
was like, oh yeah.
You not. That's literally what she said. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I just came here and played the game once."
Remind me to never play video games with Zach ever again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Yo, the first time I used my Oculus, it was so like, so I was sitting down, yeah,
yeah.
and I had food in front
Had
of
to
me,
be it.
and I put it on, and I was like just toying around with it, you know, changing the environment and everything. Hadn't really started playing anything, and I was like, yo, this is so cool, and I stretched out my hand to like touch something there, and I like pushed over, like knocked over my food, and it just went everywhere on the floor. And I was like, what the fuck
As a
is happening?
casualty. Oh my god.
Cause like I didn't see something. Like I was seeing like the whole reality thing. Like my hand just hit food. I was like, oh damn, I got food in front of me, and it was already too late. Like it was already all over the floor.
Oh,
Oh.
heartbroken. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can you can like stand up now with the Oculus, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
seriously.
lit. Like oh my god, it's so lit.
Yeah. I think Scad has like this little dispenser thing so that you can like put the Oculus on multiple people. It's like these
What?
it's like these little paper pads that you can put around the edges so you don't like transfer dead skin and all that between people.
Oh, that makes.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, they had that at GDC so that people, there's a lot of people. I still got sick anyways, but
Oh.
Well, that's what happens at conventions. You go, you have a lot of fun, and then you get sick. Like, that's exactly what happens.
It's like daycare for adults.
It
No
really
one gets
is.
sick.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like,
Oh god.
honestly, Cindy, don't go to E3, because that's mainly for, like, consumers and reporters.
No, I'm
No.
going to E3. What are you talking about?
Well, if you go to
Dream come
GDC, you get all of the similar games and everything like that, but you get to talk to the developers, and they actually want
Okay,
to
I'll
talk
go to
to you.
both. How
Yeah.
about that?
Okay. There you go. but definitely go to GDC because holy crap, it was amazing. Because
Oh my god.
I met a guy named Thor. Like his name was just
You got
Thor, and he was
Wait,
so
that's like
cool.
his
so
real
great
name?
about him.
Yeah, that's his real name is Thorbjorn. Okay,
What?
so
That's lit.
Oh my god.
he's the CEO of this studio called Nordic Trolls, and they made this
Of course he is.
and they made this VR game where it's basically a fantasy epic. You can either have like a sword and shield, or you can have like a bow and arrow with like
That's insane.
yeah, with like two swords as your alternate. And the first time I
Damn.
played it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" I went with the sword and shield, and I started like fighting the trolls. Trolls are a lot bigger in VR. I'm just gonna point that out.
And
They're
scary.
a lot bigger. They're like up to my chin, and I'm like, "Holy crap!"
You're supposed to be tiny. What are you?
Yeah, I just abused the teleport mechanic. I kept teleporting around them before they could
Oh my
turn
god.
around and attack me.
Yo, that's some Deadpool stuff. That's what I do in Deadpool all the time.
Yeah, like
I just teleport.
yeah, and then afterwards,
Like in the game.
yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. I was thinking more like Neverwinter, where you can like quick switch between things. But afterwards, like I took off the VR headset. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And one of the developers just started talking to me, and I was like, oh my god,
Oh.
this is awesome.
Is
Yes.
it like really rattling when you take off the headset? Like, do you like completely, like, just whatever the word would be? Disjointed.
Disoriented? Yeah,
Disoriented. There you go.
little bit. I mean,
You just forget which one is the real one.
it's not like that jarring of a switch. You just kind of take it off, and you're like, okay, I'm here.
Don't
But-
some people get sick from it, like motion sickness?
I don't. I know there's some
I
people
I
that
think
do.
I would.
Don't either.
I get motion sickness really easily.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people. Oh, it seems to be 50-50 from what I can tell. People get motion sick, but I tried the Vive and I tried the Oculus. I didn't get motion sick from either.
I know Scad has the Vive
Actually, they have the Oculus
at
too.
Monty.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. One day they were testing out the Vive,
They-
but I was busy. And I
they
couldn't go.
have. Wait for it. The HoloLens.
Whoa,
Yeah.
shit.
HoloLens.
And I got
No
to
way.
see one of the seniors test out his like 3D model of Scad, like just in front of me. He had like a live feed running to the TV, and I was like, "Holy crap! It's here!
Oh my god.
It exists!"
It's real. It's alive.
Yeah,
So beautiful.
I've never seen this outside of YouTube, but it's here.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, like I said, like Scad
Oh.
is really close with Microsoft. They're actually,
That's amazing.
yeah, they're actually talking about at the Atlanta campus. I'm trying to think of what it is. LARPing with Microsoft HoloLens. So you could actually like
Whoa.
you could have like your staff or your wand, and it could actually put out special effects. And I was like,
No way.
Okay, I would be so down for that. Sign me up. I'll be
Right?
the beta tester. I don't care how motion sick I get. I will test the shit out of it.
Damn.
you're not gonna get motion sick with the real world though. Like, that's the thing.
True. True.
Yeah, but
Oh wait, hold up. Like it's like the real world. Wait, what?
it's augmented reality, like Pokemon
Well,
Go.
what?
Yeah,
True.
Oh damn.
yeah,
Whoa, that's lit.
yeah. Except it's the HoloLens, so it's even better. Like I think at
Oh, it's better.
yeah, I think like at an E3 one time when they were doing Halo 5 promotional stuff, like people walked through and they put on the HoloLens and they got like a holographic introduction to the game. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, it was like so cool.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. There's Jay asking if it started.
Yeah, he just asked for
You could add him
Yeah.
in if you wanted to.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're almost done. We've got about 10 to 20 minutes left, I think.
Alright guys, Cypher, let's freestyle, let's go.
Restart. Let's go. Hit the restart button.
No. I'm on the beats.
I'm imagining Zach has like a little red button on his desk and he just like slams it.
Oh gosh, it's like
that was easy button.
it's like live, die, repeat. I just hit it if the podcast doesn't go my way. It's just it's like, no, this isn't how we're supposed to go. Beep. Okay,
I'm
guys,
wide awake.
welcome to the SCADcast. I'm your host, Zach.
Hey guys, I'm Zach. What's your name?
Ah,
Just like a. Oh, it's so funny.
yeah. So, to be like more SCAD oriented, I'm gonna talk about the summer swarm real quick because
Oh, how was it?
it was so much fun. So for people who don't know,
Wait, how long was it?
it was 2 days, and they let you go a day early if you want to. It's basically SCAD's orientation, which you do have to pay for. It's optional, but you do have to pay $150 to go. It it doesn't sound
Damn.
like, yeah, I know. It doesn't sound very promising in general. It's like I honestly thought why do I have to pay to go to this? But if you have the spare money, if you have the spare money and you're able to,
Uh-huh. Was it
Yeah.
fun though?
I'm actually about to get to that. So if you have the spare money and you feel like you want to go, go. Keep in contact with your group chats. Emily Lyons, Daiquiri Queen, Cindy?
That what? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's in our honey chat, and I was sitting down during like the initial presentation, and she texted me, and she's like, "Look to your right," and she started waving.
Just like a look over. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, Cindy told me to say hi to Jay, so I did.
Yep.
Yeah, so definitely like keep in touch with your group chats before going, because you never know like who you're going to meet and know, and be able to strike up a conversation with. So
It's really cool that everyone has joined the group chats because it's like I know so many people before I'm even going to SCAD,
it's so great.
and it's so much more comforting instead of like being so nervous. Like I'm not gonna make any friends. Oh my god! It's like I have a bunch of friends. I'll just meet up with them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
really reassuring.
yeah, so the optional orientation, it's an optional orientation. Since I went to it, I don't have to do stuff on the Saturday of move-in week.
Oh, you don't?
So yeah, I don't
Oh.
I don't really have to do anything. I assume there'll be stuff I can do, but I don't technically have to go to any of the toury stuff, which is nice. But you start off the day and you tour around campus. You get to check out different things. You're separated into groups at the beginning, and you have like your OA, your orientation advisor. Mine was named Taylor something. Oh, this is going to be embarrassing if she listened to it and she's like,
Swift.
"You don't remember my
Sorry,
name."
Taylor.
Yeah, but she was super cool, and she was good at like getting us to where we need to be, except when the bus except for when the bus was running late and she made us stand in the heat. I don't forgive her for that.
Didn't it rain though? Like the whole time you guys were there?
It rained at like the beginning of the day, and they provided us
Oh.
with ponchos, so I was happy.
Just Scad
The
ponchos.
Scad ponchos. Jay and I rocked those.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
guys look
you got-
great.
Thank
Yes,
you.
they're yellow, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so
Bright yellow.
yeah, so we did that for the first half of the day. They invited us to this a big lunch, provided you with all this food that you could eat, so that was nice. And after that, we all went to the beach. Now, keep in mind
Let's
we've
go
all
to the
been
beach. Let's go get away. Sorry.
now keep in mind we've all been walking around in the Savannah heat and humidity. We've been walking around for about 8 hours, I think. Yeah,
Damn.
about 8 hours walking around the Savannah heat and humidity. And they said, okay, you need to run back to your dorms. You have 5 minutes to run back to your dorms, get changed, and get back down to the bus. And we were like, okay, at least maybe when we get back, we can shower and we can like be ready for the party, because they had a party after the beach. And beach was pretty cool. It's a beach. You get to hang out there. Then,
Tybee Island, right?
yep, Tybee Island. It's about a half-hour drive away from Scad, so if you know somebody with a car or want to rent a car or something,
That's gonna be Jay.
Or somebody who's flash like me that can run.
You can put me on your shoulders.
or somebody who went to oh gosh, I can just swim my way over there. Just swim
Okay.
up the river.
Okay, you try that, and if
Yeah.
you don't drown, I'll be so proud of you.
I mean, my junior year, I went to states for swimming. I just didn't like swimming too
Damn,
much.
okay.
Damn.
I was easily the
Dang.
worst person on the team, though.
Ew,
I only-
you went to states.
I only went because my relay was good, and yeah, so that was basically
Wait, there's
that.
swim relay?
Yeah, I was on the relay team. I think it was the 400-meter relay, so up and back twice, which it was
promise
fine.
you, you're faster than me.
Yo, I'm more of a leisure type of swimming person.
Yeah, well, I love to swim.
But
Right, we're getting a little off topic. So
Sorry.
we came back from the island and we're like, okay, we all finished being sweaty, disgusting people. Let's get back and shower. And they're like, you have 5 minutes before the buses leave you, and we go to the party. And I'm like, what?
Oh my god.
So we all had to run in, get changed, and then come back to the bus. Most people still in their towels, by the way, when they got back to the bus.
Oh
They were
my
just
god.
like, it was an interesting experience. But
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
So how did you guys get to the party?
We just rode the bus back. We just rode the bus to the party. Because, I mean, we had enough time to change, but we didn't have enough time to shower. So none of us showered at all.
I remember Jay was Snapchatting me, and he was like, "There's a party I'm at," and I'm like, "Oh, have fun." And he's like, "I'm in my like."
Yeah. I actually like change and put on something nice that I could find at least. And then Jay's like pajamas, and I'm like, damn, that's a good idea. But
Missed opportunity. God damn it.
yeah, I'll just know for next time. Yeah. We got to the party, and there was not a missed opportunity, because holy crap, it was awesome. We walked in, there was pizza, soda, everything, and then when you go upstairs, there's karaoke, and holy crap, was that
Oh
fun.
boy.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it,
Did
but
you do karaoke?
yeah, I did, that song by Jimmy Eats World, The Middle, yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
That must have been interesting.
It was a lot of fun. I did like an air guitar at the end.
Oh my god. Yes. Why
Yeah.
was this not videotaped? I need this. I need this for blackmail.
Yeah. But then Jay did High School Musical. I can't remember which song he did.
Yeah, I know. I got a video of that one.
Oh no.
Yeah. He did the one with the basketball scene and everything.
Oh yeah.
If someone's
it was
getting
great.
offended, I haven't seen High School Musical before, so I don't know what the basketball thing is.
No.
Zachary, we are sitting down and watching it.
After we make all those people watch Game of Thrones.
That's true. I will gladly watch Game of Thrones again.
Woo!
But yeah, so we did the karaoke, and then my OA approached me and she was like, "Hey, do you want to be in the Welcome to Scad video?" And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That is really cool." So I did that the next day instead of going to the demo class. So I can't tell anybody what the demo class is like, but it was cool. It was cool.
Wait, how were the classrooms? Are they like big
Um,
classrooms?
some of them are. I know they have the freshman year
I know the ones at
experience.
Monty are huge.
Yeah. I know, like, the max class size is like 30 people, I think, is what they said.
Mhm.
Yeah. And there were definitely some facilities that facilitated more, but yeah. I don't think SCAD likes to have big classes.
No, they don't.
That's lit.
My largest
Yeah.
classes at my school and high school were probably like 15 max, and so
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm used to that.
At my friend's college, he has a he has a lecture hall that has 400 students.
What?
Yeah.
My dad, the University of Minnesota is one of the largest schools in the country, and I think it's like 75,000 kids this year. And it's like my dad went there, and he had a class of 1,200 people.
Yo, that's a football game. That's not a... You're like, I can literally toss the football from one end to the other and be like, heads up. Like, what the heck? Like...
Touchdown!
Yeah, but SCAD classes are small, which is a good thing for me. That was literally like
Yeah.
my
You get more attention, which is great.
yeah, that was my original metric for colleges. Like after I figured out, okay, which ones are good for game design, and then I said, which ones are
Mm-hmm.
small? Which ones are just the
And
tiny
SCAD's
ones?
not a small art school. It's like a big art school.
It's about, I think, the Savannah
12,000
campus.
undergrads?
Yeah, 12,000 undergrads.
Which is
Which
huge for an art school.
for an art school, that's true.
Yeah.
But for a regular school, it's like
Kinda
40,000 on
small.
average for most
Oh,
schools.
damn.
Yeah, like it's most schools are pretty big, and SCAD is.
I just forget what RISD is, but I looked at RISD before I looked at SCAD, and I didn't like RISD as much as SCAD, obviously, because I'm going to SCAD, but
Yo,
I
you went to
remember,
RISD? How was
was
it?
tiny. No, I didn't go. Well, I went and visited it. I didn't like it. It was more.
Boring.
Well, I wanted to do game design, so that's like they didn't have. It wasn't as big there, and it was more
Okay.
centered on like traditional drawing and painting sort of things,
Yeah,
which isn't really the route I want to go.
yeah. I know.
Oh,
I know one of the schools I
because-
looked at was DigiPen, and I was like, yeah, that seems okay, but if you only focus on games, then you can't really expand your horizons at all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up with
True.
SCAD instead of DigiPen, because I was like, yeah, you know,
Mhm.
widen your horizons. Also, also shout out to the OA that I had during Summer Swarm. Her name was Taylor Morris. So
Hey,
Oh, you
Taylor.
remember?
shout out to Taylor Morris for being awesome at her
Sorry,
job.
Taylor, I forgot your name.
Yeah. So there we go. My guilt is lifted. Yeah.
Yo, I suck at remembering people's names. Like, it's one of my biggest flaws ever.
Yeah.
Even when I was talking about my mom and everything, I was trying to remember Cindy's name, but but it like just left.
Yeah. Names are
Oh,
names
stop
are a
it,
bit
thank
tricky,
you.
especially since
No
our name-
offense, Cindy. Cindy.
Yeah. Well, our names in the Discord are also very different than our actual names. Well,
Yeah,
mine's,
like
mine's,
mine.
mine's similar. Mine's similar. Mine's just Zack Attack.
Zack Attack.
Yeah. Then we
Mine's
got
just my
a
email.
Doodaloo.
I think I changed mine.
You see mine?
I go by Louis sometimes.
Anakin
That's my nickname,
Skadwalker. Oh, that's cool.
So. Skadwalker.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. They updated the SCAD thing. I have pictures of all my teachers. Cool.
On the app or the
Yeah, on
my
the thing.
Scad?
We can talk about that after the podcast, I guess. Or we can talk about it now and describe it to the people. I don't really know.
To the people.
The Scad app.
Yeah. For those of you
I
listening
haven't
right
opened
now,
a Scad app in forever.
yeah, we're running a little bit over, but for those of you listening, it's about a week before SCAD starts. It's the Friday before the Thursday that everybody goes, and currently I can see all my classes with a picture of my teachers with their names and like locations and all that. So I believe I have my finalized schedule. So
Wow.
good information.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay,
Super.
gonna wrap this up. Anybody have any final thoughts?
Scad.
Watch Game of Thrones, people. Watch Game of Thrones.
Watch Game of Thrones.
Okay. So
And oh wait, one more thing. Everest is gonna kill honey people.
what?
What?
Everest is gonna win.
Honey's gonna win.
We're
Hey,
way more
too bad that
powerful
you
than
think
you.
so.
Everest got a song. We're gonna win.
Okay. So, everybody, thank you for watching this episode of the SCADcast. It was a bit different from last episode where we were a bit more structured. This is how I'm planning on making it whenever SCAD starts up. Unfortunately, we won't have a video next week due to move-in schedules and everything. I just don't think we'll have the time. But the week after that, I believe the week of September... Let me pull up my calendar real quick. Yeah, the week of September 8th, no, September 18th, yeah. September 18th, we should be posting the first official podcast. So,
Yeah. Woo.
Okay.
woo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyways, thank you all for watching and have a great day. Be sure to comment,
See
like,
you
and
next time.
subscribe.
Bye.
Bye. Play out your music. Da-da-da-do,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Happy birthday to you.